Yeah. Please open that quiz. Did you try to solve that quiz? I'm audible, right?
Yes, bro.
Is this link is not opening for you?
Yes, bro.
1 minute. Let me check. Yeah, it's working, right? I'm sending you the link once again.
Okay, bro.
Just save this link with you. If anytime it error occurs, you can check. Yeah. Yes. Do you have any doubt on this question?
No, bro. Before this question, I have a doubt.
Okay. Try to understand what actually they ask. Try to understand the question, what they are asking, and then based on that you practice this. Go to the first question. I will help you in that. Go to the first question. Yes. This thing you have already done. Okay. Continue. Next question. Go to the next question. Now this is not no. This is not the second one. Yes. Now here you just try to understand. This part I have not started, but what read the question carefully first. What actually saying that here the two variable is declared, which is of string type s1 and s2, and they are saying you will going to assign the content of s2 to s3. Okay. Now scroll down. Now what was they said s1 s2 refer to the same object in the memory. So both S1 and S2, they refer to the means they are holding the same value, right? So what I said you, the object meaning is what? Object is a variable which is holding the value, right? I told you when I was explaining class and object, I told you that object is what? Object is a variable which is holding the value, right? So if two variable is holding the same value, obviously they will occupy the same memory, right? Because how the compiler they will find it out, right? So if they occupy the same memory, then only the compiler will able to run it. So internally just remember that. Okay, first you run this so that you can show to other. Just run this one. Have you run this?
To run in a compiler, bro.
Yeah, you just run this. Means sorry, not run this. Click on this continue, so that you have already selected the answer, right? Scroll down.
So actually, it doesn't give any correct answer. It just plainly thank you.
Yeah, it means that your answer is correct here.
Okay.
It is giving you thank you for the answer. It means that that is correct there.
And it doesn't hold any points.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I just check it into that. Yeah, okay, I will check into that questions. Yes. Might be there is while programming, we did somewhere we miss it to select any option. Okay, I will look into this. But the option that you have selected, that is correct. You go to that question. Let me explain you what actually it is. So whenever two variable they are holding same value, they occupy the same memory space. So you note down this one. If in the exam it comes, you have to select that option itself. Which one? That both are having same memory. You only think that uh, you assign any variable the value. So here they are saying S1, S2 refer to the same object because they are holding same value. S2, S3 refer to the same object. Why? Because you are assigning S2 to S3. Different string can be assigned to S1 on line 4. Now you go up, scroll up. अब यहाँ पे S on the line 4, you don't have anything, right? Then to whom you will assign? So obviously it is an incorrect. So you have selected no there. You selected this or it was coming prior these options?
I have selected.
Okay. Different string can be assigned to S2 on line 5. So line 5, do you find anything there in line 5? No, right? So that's the reason we have selected no, because we don't have that data there. It was just to make you little confused. That's why they have added like this. But the correct answer is whenever two variable they are holding same data, they will occupy the same object in the memory, because it will make it easy for compiler to get the data. Because what actually happens when we run a code, okay, whenever we run any code in a Java compiler look for the variable in the memory. Means, for example, suppose if you declare like integer a, integer b, right? So if you declare such question integer a, integer b, and both are holding same value, obviously it will make easy for compiler to find variable a and b. Here also they're doing same. It become easy for compiler to find s1 and s2 because they're holding hello world same value, and we are assigning the s2 to s3. It means what is the value of s3 now? Same, right? So that's why we have selected that. Now go to the next question. Is there any
So can
other?
you see it?
Yeah,
Here they mentioned the correct answer as single quotes C.
yeah, correct. Single quote. Because whenever you declare anything in a double quote, it will become string. And I told you like string variable always declare with a double quotes. Go to the second question. Go to the second one that we have seen now. Just see this. Hello world, how we declare it in a double quote, right? And what is the data type of this? String, right? Always remember string declare with a double quote and character they declare with a single quote. So in order to make distinction, means in order to make differences between those two, double quote will be your string, single quote will be your character. So that's why you have selected wrong there. There you need to select the below option. Go to that question. Yeah. Now drag this single quote C, because you have already submitted. That's why it is coming. Yeah, because you have already submitted that. That's why you are not allowing it. But when you will rerun this website every time, it will get changed.
Okay.
Just try once, drag, click on the C, not this one, correct. Bring down to the, try to bring it down. It is working?
No, bro.
Okay. Click on this red one, this red bar. Yeah, correct. Close it. Have you refresh it? So when you're refreshing it, are you are getting same options?
It's asking whether I need to start over or to resume the quiz.
Okay. Okay, so right now you don't go for resume it, because wherever you have done the mistake, note it down somewhere so that next time when you do it, you will be able to make a, like a, you will be careful while selecting the options. So here also you should be careful. Don't restart it now. Once you are done with all 41 question, then next time when you are prepare enough, then you restart it. Okay, and I will going to share you some link also from where you can practice more these questions. So go to the next question. You can click on continue. You can, once you click on continue, you can get it. Now you see here what will be the value of a value 1. So you have selected this, but you have made mistake here. Here it is saying byte, and byte means what? Byte means 8-bit, right? So it should be something 8-bit, and bit means what? It is in the form of 0 1. Note down somewhere, byte data type holds value in the form of 0 1. So here the option will be, might be something -1111 will be there. You can see correct answer. Are you getting, Naren? I'm asking everyone. Are you getting?
Yes, bro.
Yes. What about others? Anushka and Vignesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Ask the doubts, because if you don't ask doubt, how you will be clear, right? You have to clear this certification and just add a certification Microsoft brand with your name, right? So it will be easy for your career only. So focus on that. Ask me the doubt wherever you stuck. If anything is not clear, just ask me. Practice this quiz. We have made it for you. Okay, so wherever, if anything is not clear, any question is not clear, ask me. Okay, yeah. So this was the correct answer. You can see here, almost 8 times 1 is there, because of it is byte data type. So byte is holding only 0 and 1. It is not holding -1. So this thing you remember next time. Okay, yeah. Go to the next question. Now here, now you leave this part because that we have not started. Okay, this is a question, right? What is an output of line 7? Now you, do you know the understanding of this expression? Number mod equal to -3d.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, can you solve with this annotation marker here? Can you try it here? Or you just try it on your,
Just a moment, bro. I will
yeah,
do.
or just try on your rough and solve it here. No, no, better you do it 1 minute. How you can do it? In the annotation, take a text box. Inside that you type it. Do you understand what I said? Yeah, correct. It will become 27 mod mine equal to, no, see, it is equal to, first you write like this, number is equal to number mod -3d. Number is equal to number. Whenever you see like this, it means that mod -3d. Yeah. Now you, what is the number 27? How much do you get?
Bro, is that correct?
Yeah,
Bro?
I'm checking. Yeah, I'm checking that. Yes.
Okay.
So it is 27. Yeah, number 0. Mm-hmm. Okay, number is equal to 0, 10. Yeah, good. Other, do you understand this? I was thinking whether you will able to solve this or what, but you all have done correct. Good. Uh, is it clear to other? Anushka, Vignesh, Ambigeshwari, how he solved this? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I think Vignesh, you might have question. Okay. So, y- okay, yeah. So like as Narayan, he solved this question in the same way with some patience, you have to solve this. Don't do any mistake here. See, I know the timing will be less, only 45 minutes will be there, but in some of the question you can just see and select the answer. But some of the question where you have to do operation mathematical, you just need to have some patience. At least you need to give 1 minute, more than 1 minute, as he did, right? So like this, you have to solve the questions as 27 mod minus 3. So whenever you have a negative symbol, so it will be 0 only, right? And it is having 3. So when you divide 27 by 3, you won't get any remainder because 3 into 9 will be 27. Okay. So minus, there is no significance of minus with 0. So you will get 0. Is it clear? 27 divided by 3, you will get 9. There will be no remainder. So it will be 0 only. So now next is what? Number is plus. So number plus 10f. It means that number is equal to number plus 10f. So number what is currently 0. 0 plus 10f will become 10. Then the next is 10 into minus 4. So it is giving minus 40.4. Why? Because it is 10f. So you will get 10.00. Yeah, good. Good, Narayan. Yeah. Please go ahead with other questions. Just rub this before. Yeah. Hmm. You have done mistake here. Which one? What happened when the line 7 and 8 are run? Go to that correct option there. And 11 one. You can see. Sorry, here. Okay. No, no, you have selected the correct only here. There is some option I need to check it here. This is,
Actually, I didn't get the option of expression tone in the third one, bro.
yeah, correct. This you have selected an exception is thrown, right? But it is showing all the above. All the above will not be there here. So
Yes,
this
bro. And in the third one also, I
hmm,
haven't seen any option as expression exception thrown. I got
yes, yes.
I think minus 65. I haven't get the minus 65 too. Actually, the correct answer is will be minus 65, but I got 65 and integer 65.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, yeah. I will make changes to this. This question. Let me tell you other also. See, the option that he selected, Narayan, is correct here. The thing is that why it is giving wrong, because there might be this application error, um, because we have done the coding for this. So because while doing, I think it might be giving some error here, but this is correct option. So we will resolve this. We'll check it today, and so that once we reshare the link, this will be not there. Okay. Yeah. Just go to the next question. Any other, do you have faced such a situation? Yes. So here the correct answer is suppress warning, not override. Why it is override will come? See, this iterate, whatever it is, repeatable, inherit, override, suppress warning, What is this? This is called metadata. Meta annotation, we say it. Annotation means it is telling you additional data, additional information about what you are doing in here. Okay, so repeatable, inheritance, override, and we have selected suppress warning, right? So what annotation should use at line 5? So the suppress warning will come. Why the warning will come? Because you have given additional space. So this suppress warning, a kind of warning will come because there is a space between these two. So repeatable won't become. Inherit, there is no such inheritance here, and there is no such override concept here. I will going to show you in the next class like about coding, means in the coding perspective, so it will be more clear to you. Okay, even if you are getting any difficulty, what is the structure of program, what is class object, I've already explained in my previous class. But still, if you are getting any difficulty in getting the structure of programs, I will explain you in the next session. But here, uh, ask me the doubt, okay, if you have anything is not clear. Here, this is a normal Java program, and annotation is nothing but adding a metadata, additional information. Okay, additional information means that what actually the code is doing, just like a comment. Have you ever added comment in the code? In C language, how we add a comment? Double slash or asterisk and forward slash, right? Have you ever had a comment in programming language? Yeah, correct, Narayan. What about other? What about you, all of you? Have you ever added a comment? Do you know about it?
Sir, C में.
हाँ, yes. In C programming and in other programming also. So this, just like Narayan, he sent on the chat, we add this one and we add like this also, comment in Java, and in Python we add comment like with hash symbol. So these are additional information that tells us about the code. Yeah. So now, here this annotation is called as a metadata. Metadata means data about data, data, additional information. Okay, so this additional information, they are called as a annotation. So here you will select suppress warning. Okay, yeah. So next, move to the next question. Yeah, just 1 minute. Yes, yeah, just select the option, see what option is showing. Can you make it full screen, Narayan? Can you just click on the zoom view option and make a full screen so that this side blank space won't come?
Okay, bro.
Yeah. So select that. How we create an object, I told you. How we create an object? Yes, see this first. See what are the available option. Yeah, correct. And which are the what is the way of calling the class? With the name of object you call? No, not this one. How we call the function? First one. First one. See, function having parenthesis, right? Now you run this. Yeah, see. So object, how we call, I told you the way of declaring object is class name, object name, new keyword, and again class name with this parenthesis. I repeat once again, class name. Can you just type here text box? Naren, can you just add a text box here? Yeah, and just write down so that for your information it will be how we declare an object: class name space, you write underscore class underscore name so that there will be no space. They can, everyone they can understand. Yeah, now the object name will be user defined. So you give user defined object name. Yeah, correct. User defined object name, anything. Correct. Equal to new keyword. Why do we use new keyword? New keyword is responsible for providing a space to your object in the memory. Then again class name and parenthesis. Again class name and parenthesis. Yeah. You extend it to the left side so that it will come in a same line. Left, left, not right. Is it? Yeah. And new keyword, why do we use new keyword? So that it will going to provide a space to the object. What is an object name here? DB. Okay. It will going to provide a space to the object. 1 minute. Okay. Yes. So this new keyword will going to provide a space to your object, to your memory. That's why we add a new keyword. An object name can be anything, user defined. And how we call an object? Object name dot function. Just like a function we created, right? You might have seen in a C language main function, right? So how we call that? Object dot main. So that will be execute main function. So in the same way, we call it, and this parenthesis for what? To accept the parameter. Okay, to accept the parameter, we use this parenthesis. Is it clear to everyone how we create a class? Remember this, the way he has written, Narayan. Remember this complete syntax, right? If anyone asks you, they might ask you the question based on this, how we create a class or object. Many people they do mistake in if they not add parenthesis or they not add parenthesis in the function. So remember this, how we create a class and object. You can watch the video also after this class. I will upload it by night, and don't forget it. They might give you 4 options where they give a class name object, where they don't add parentheses in the class name or in the function. You have to identify that. And many people they do mistake here itself. Okay. So like what are the parent? No, no, don't no need to add system dot in here. We don't add there.
Bro, while I am studying in college, they asked me to use this tool. What is the purpose of it?
This
It is
system,
necessary.
no, no, it's not necessary. System.in is used to tell compiler, Java compiler, that we are accepting the input from a keyboard. So system.in is used for accepting the input from a keyboard. So that's why we just write that system.in. So that is not mandatory, but remember that you should like add a parenthesis when you call a function or a class name, because this thing they ask the question based on that, and many people they get confused and they do mistake. They select an option where parenthesis is missing, just like you have you are trying to select query function where parenthesis was not there. So this is the way I'm telling you what other they are doing mistake, I'm sharing with you so that you should not do mistake. Because while teaching, I have seen many people, and when I'm giving training also, I've seen many people, they do mistake. This is mistake. So don't do mistake. Remember this syntax of declaring a class, and you write down the function also here. Naren, please write object name dot function parenthesis. So any function it can be, any function name, right? So this is the correct way of declaring an object and calling the function. When you write this object name dot function, your program will get executed. Okay. Yeah. Now go to the next question. You rub this. This is very easy. We have already seen previously how we're going to solve this. Okay.
Using the board mass method,
Yeah.
we allowed to check.
See here, 100 mod 5 will give you 0. 0 plus 10 into 2. It will become what? 20, right? And do you have a x value here? No, right? It means that x can be 0. So here you can select the 0 here. Do you have a x value? No, right? So now what you will going to do here? 100 mod 5 will become 0. 10 into 2 become 20. So 0 plus 20, it will become 20. So this is the correct answer. In another way, if suppose they will provide you x value, then what you will going to do? X plus 20, it will become either 70 or 30, like that. So we have only 2 minutes left. If you have any question, please ask me. I hope you got some idea how the question they ask in the MTA exam. And with this way only you have to solve this. The approach that you need to solve like this only. You don't need to give more than 30 second or 40 second for any question, except where the length of the code is very large, where too much loop or function are there. But for this small function, don't give much time. 30-40 second, you just solve it, and later you can review it if the answer is left. Okay, if the time is left. I hope it is clear to you. Is it, do you have any question, anyone?
No, bro.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, then we will meet in the next session. I will upload this video, okay? And next time when we connect, I will going to show you in the Eclipse practical program, how we declare class, object, how we create a function. So it will be more clear to you. Okay.